know about Great Himalayan Trail?
So 3 years ago, I started the idea to come to Nepal, and since then it was my big dream. I wanted to hike here, and it's a big dream to do the Great Himalayan Trail from all the east to west of Nepal. Yeah, and I want to do it this year, but it's nicer to have a group do it together, and so I postponed my plan to do it like next year, 2023.
You are right. It's the Great Himalayan Trail is normally one people is not enjoyable, and cost-wise is the very expensive, and then not safety.
Yes.
When we have grouping, and then we are learning, especially the what people are going to Great Himalayan Trail going, they learning something about the Himalaya. Real adventure, real flora, fauna, mountain, wild animals, field, culture, religious, everything is on.
Yeah.
And then in my recommendation is we can do it next year. We have not enough practice. And then I have another question. How really you interest you this plan?
I am really interested in this plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my big dream.
How? Is the only the study by book, only the people they just recommend you. I didn't think about so many people do it in Great Himalayan, but how you impressed for that, for in your age, I'm finding for the big old, I mean 40, 45, 50 years, they can do it, right? But for your age, how you are like a impressive, for this plan.
Yeah.
Because a book.
Yes, I read many books from Germany. So I read many books in Germany about the Great Himalayan Trail, and I like about it that I'm not just climbing one specific mountain, but I come all across the wide range and big diversity of whole Nepal. See many parts of the culture and very interesting.
Okay, that's good. It's normally I'm a Great Himalayan Trail guide. That's why I want to ask a question for you. And then now I finally what you want, I know that.
Yeah.
In my recommendation, I just want to explore about the Great Himalayan Trail. What is we doing in for the next year? And then if you have any question in between, you can ask me.
Okay.
It's our Great Himalayan Trail project we're making for the 150 days. We're already making the day-by-day plan. And just now we want to read a little bit more about the map.
Yes.
Okay? We're starting from the east part to west part. Why we are not starting from the west to east? It's a question also. It's normally what we starting that time trekking in February.
Yeah.
It's not possible to west part.
Okay.
West part is all the remote area to high places.
Yes.
In the east part, we going the village.
Yeah.
We have some explore time. If we didn't going of higher part, we can go little lower part also for the 1 month.
Yeah.
That's why we using this eastern part.
Okay.
Exactly. No? And then all the Kanchenjunga, the many organizations have a different identity. Some people do like 19 days, 100 days, 130 days, 40 days. I finally making 150 days because we explore all the Nepal trekking in the Himalayan lands, not the lowland. Okay.
Yeah.
For example, not like a Chitwan, not a Bulgaria,
Yes.
but we going all the east to west Himalayan range.
Yeah.
It's Sikkim to Tibet
Yeah.
through the Nepal.
Yeah.
It's between Sikkim and Tibet. All part we join. Most of the part we joining from the Tibet and Sikkim, and Tibet and Sikkim. All the northern part is the Tibet. All the east, west, and south part is India, and all the north part is Tibet.
Yes.
And the way when we starting in our trekking in Kanchenjunga, we normally starting from Kathmandu. We starting from Kathmandu.
Yeah.
Because every permit we need to make in Kathmandu, which is not possible in the area-wise trekking.
Yes.
What we making this plan, first we give our government for proposal for the permit.
Yeah.
because of the long time to the visa. Sometimes they didn't want to give the visa.
Yeah.
That's why we showing this company through our proposal for our government, and then they're giving the visa, the permit, all permit for us.
Yeah.
And then we are ready for that.
Yeah.
And that things only not for the Great Himalayan. In India side, it's many things also. It's group, budget, staff, insurance, equipment, everything is also the very important part in India.
Sure.
And then that's why what I did in many time, many area wise. I didn't do 115 days, but many place, many time.
Yes.
Not the same time, but many place, many time I did. That's why is my recommendation is equipment is the more important things in mountain.
Yes.
Number one. Number two is the physicalness. If we are good, we do. Otherwise, how we do,
Yeah.
And then third, another thing is the food. Food is our massive thing. In the
Energy.
mountain,
Yes.
Normally, is dal bhat only is not working in our big travel. I mean, dal bhat, lunch, dinner, breakfast also is not very good for us.
Okay.
We having every day that,
Yeah.
but we need to support our energy, like sneakers, bars,
Okay.
many kind of things also we need to have.
Yeah.
That's why, and then we are making this plan. We just making the one of the bottom line of the budget is a $13,000 we write, but we our real cost we making around like 25. It's $5,000 we don't know in our big plan. Sometimes we don't know,
Yeah.
because as any company have many kind of the rule have moving the organization. It means some big company 35,000, some company 15,000, even 17,000, 17,500.
Yeah.
And then I customize for the real interested people for what is the real cost is coming.
Yeah.
Calculate, and then I'm making like $13,000 per person, and then our group size is 2 to 13 people.
Yeah.
If 2 people also we can organize, if 13 people also we can organize. More people we could not organize.
Yeah.
Because it's big challenge for us.
Yes.
It's mountain, for the example, when we going to Wolongchunggola to when we come the Lukla,
Yes.
that all part is by the camping.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes we need to off-road by the helicopter to waiting to bring it.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it's quite challenging. That's why
Yeah.
we have to arranging the
Yes,
organization
sure.
system is very, very difficult.
Big trek.
Big trek,
Yeah.
And then what kind of the calorie, how much calorie we need in our everyday, because the long trekking, we have to calculate and then giving that.
Yes.
And every day how much food, how much protein, how much vitamin, how much dal bhat, and we will calculate.
Yeah.
We also the measurement by one medical treatment things
Yeah.
in our the whole trip. Normally when we starting from here is Kanchenjunga South Best Camp. Our starting trekking point is the Kanchenjunga South point.
Yeah.
We are flying from Kathmandu to Betawar, different. And then we can drive from Ilam when we are staying the one night in Ilam.
Yeah.
And next day we going from Tablejung.
Yeah.
We are not going Tablejung, little bit down here, and then it's near the Tablejung. It means we are in the Tablejung, and that area we going through this place to going. We starting from our trekking is the Khebang, which is in 2,000 meters.
Here's all the tea.
Yeah.
Growing the tea.
Yeah. It's the Ilam is all the growing
Yes.
tea. It's very famous in the tea in Nepal.
Okay.
There's other lower land we visit by the flight,
Yeah.
When we finish in Sikkim, we what is called Ilsa, and then we come in Singapore and fly from Nepalganj. We see the Nepalganj and Nepalganj too also in Kathmandu.
Wow.
It's down valley. We see the by the plane,
Yes.
and then up valley we
we
walk.
walk. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when we start in the south side, it's up to Kanchenjunga trek. It's some kind of the way is the very high. We starting high. Is easily, We starting to 2,000 meters. next day 3,000 meter, and next day 333 like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's, but not so much. It's 4,000 meter plus is too high, but down here we can air it in our body. In Nepal, only the snow line is starting from only the 5,500 meter. When the snowman is always only the 5,500 meter. It's not a big issue. Only the winter time is a big issue. And then in this time is the one another challenging is the stone is fall down in the mountain. When you're going 3,000 meter plus, when some kind of bad weather is coming in stone.
No.
It's called it's a small ball is come down, and it's not the snow area in the mountain. Mountain coming with some kind of stone. And how we explore, if we explore only in the Kanchenjunga south and northwest camp, we taking 20 days.
Yes.
From Kathmandu to there.
Yeah.
Sometimes 22, 24 days, depends on the interest of the people. In the Kanchenjunga area, the lowland, the people are living by Limbu and Rai people and Sepa people also. And Limbu and Rai people is the ethnic group of Nepal. They are not Buddhism, they are not Hindu.
Yeah.
Is it here the highlight of the tragedy.
Okay.
And then the Kanchenjunga is the very famous for red panda and snow leopard. Two animals is very famous in this area. And then another thing is rhododendron tree, different kind of rhododendron tree also here. Is Kanchenjunga.
Yes.
And then Kanchenjunga we go in next Rumbasuna Pass and then Makalu base camp.
Makalu base camp.
Makalu is also very famous mountain in Nepal. We call the god black god.
Okay.
It's the after the Everest, Makalu is the black, all black.
Okay.
As we give the name by the Yeti. Yeti, you know the Himalayan mountain Yeti. And some guys sometimes see in Yeti in Makalu area. Yeti, sometime, but I didn't see anything. But the people what they say, I just explain that.
Yes.
And after the Makalu, two way to go in Everest area.
Yes.
We are not going in upper way.
Yeah.
Which is in South Pole, East Pole, West Pole.
Yes.
And then some in our plan, if someone interested, we can arrange that also. Okay,
Yes.
it's not a big issue.
Yeah.
But somebody already did that plan. That's why I didn't want to do that plan. I just want to explore every trekking start to end.
Yes.
That's why I just changed little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if we going to from Makalu base camp to Sepinical, we have to save 1 week time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
But we going not that time.
Yeah.
That time going in the another long trekking.
Yeah.
Nice, wild, no village also.
Yeah.
That trekking and we going in we call the Arun Valley.
Yeah.
It's a Makalu base camp. Have a two trekking. One is the Makalu base camp, one is the Arun Valley.
Ah.
We're following in the Makalu base camp and then Arun Valley.
Okay.
Is the Arun Valley is the conservation.
Yes.
And the Makalu is the national park.
Okay.
And normally what the people doing is in the Makalu, Sabinko, they just taking the Makalu National Park from there.
Yeah.
But we taking the Makalu National Park and then Arun Conservation also, Arun
Yeah.
Valley also.
Yeah.
And then we coming from the near the Mera.
Yeah.
Near the Mera.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the coming and then we going near the Mera.
Yeah.
And we reach the Mera. Mera also is very famous.
Yes.
This plan we coming from the Mera. We are not going down again,
Yeah.
but and then we through and we come in the Lukla.
Yes.
And when we come to Lukla, Lukla is the trekking starting point further. Yeah, there is three passes, island,
Sure.
Abu base camp.
Yes.
It's so many places.
Yes.
You know? And that's why we coming in the Lukla and then we going through island.
Yeah.
First we climb island.
Yeah.
Because we have so many accommodations
Yes.
in this area.
Yeah.
Because we already did 5,200, 300, some passes 5,500, some hiking 5,600, 700, 800, you know. And then we are ready for the island thing.
And
Who
it's
are-
really interesting.
yeah, mountain too. And then who are the interested in our group, they can climb in island.
Yes.
We give the 3-4.
Yeah.
If some people they didn't want to climb island peak, they just relax.
Yeah.
In university they can.
Yeah.
People want they can go. This is our complementary things. in our budget, and then if they want they do, if they didn't want, they didn't.
Yeah.
And another thing, when they going like someone interested in the group, they want to go in from Makal base camp through the Serpinico high school, and then they go and then they waiting in Dingboche for us. And then when they staying in Dingboche, they didn't need to pay extra because their budget will give the hotel and they go there and they stay.
Yes.
And they joining the outlet.
Yeah.
And then that between the time also they can climb in island too.
Yes.
Not a 2 time, 1 time, anytime they can climb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then these are the things. It's still in, and then when you finish the island peak, we go Everest Base Camp.
Yeah.
Palapata.
Yeah.
And then we can pass the Chola Pass.
Yeah.
And Gokyo 1 day rest.
Yeah.
And we go Gokyuri. And if we have more time or nice weather, we go in Kip Lake also. Kip Lake also is very religious place is there.
Wow.
And then this is also through you base camp also we go.
Yeah.
How is time, how is the condition, how
Okay.
people have interest, everything we check and then we can modify our plan also.
Yes.
Okay? And sometimes we can take a little 5 days early or 5 days late, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No need to cost is that's it.
Yes.
Sometimes we taking 10 days before or 10 days after. It means
Yeah.
140 days also we can finish and 160 days also we can finish at that price.
Yeah.
You know? And then depend that our good condition, health, everything we see. And then after that we make it. And after that we go in Tasilapsa. Tasilapsa.
Yes.
Tasilapsa is one of the famous trekking in Nepal, difficult trekking in Nepal.
Big pass.
And it's big pass also. And then sometimes the stone is fall down, big stone. Its helmet is compulsory.
Yeah.
Every who are joining with our group, everybody need to carry helmet.
Yes.
Helmet is must.
First. Safety
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, safety first. The why I tell the helmet is here because we braking is testing braking, right? Not a very detailed braking. Now testing braking. Our detailed braking is 1 day before I already making
Yeah.
day by day plan.
Yeah.
And then we taking 2, 3, 4 hours. How much I don't know. We do just attraction for the people. That's why we discussing about this plan.
Yes.
Okay? And the when finish the Tasilapsa, and then we cross the Sorolpa Lake is the very famous lake in that area. And this place is Roll Valley. It's called the Roll Valley. It's Roll Valley. And then when we finish and Simigao, and then we want to come down and drive to in Helambur, but it's not a very good for the driving people. When I ride, but I am not comfortable for that.
Yeah.
Because the people want to do trekking
Yes.
and they didn't want to drive.
Sure.
Because they want to plan for the big plan
Yeah.
and they are not happy.
Yeah.
And then we going from finish this one and then we come in the Jiri and then we go in Panchpokhari and then we come in Helambur. We're taking 5-6 days more, but I can take time for that.
Yeah.
I didn't make briefing or everything here,
Yeah.
but that time I want to go.
Okay.
Now I write, but
Yeah.
I want to hear this.
Yes.
Because in my experience, who are really interested, they didn't want to drive.
Yes.
That drive is also not very clear.
Yeah.
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 We selling for the big hiking and then
Yes.
and taking the driving is not a comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to see everything comfortably and then everything clear.
Yeah.
And then just I am also researching.
Yeah.
And then before I want to make plan also in the driving, but we can add. That's why I just the braking time I said we can
Yeah.
add 10 more or less doesn't matter.
Yes.
Okay? And if sometime we can take a little time also.
Yeah.
You know, somewhere. Yeah. And then we are finally coming in the Gosai area. They coming the Kanchenjunga, but we are not going this higher part. We coming from. Simigam and Sadan is this part.
Yeah.
Exactly this part. We are not going this part, but we coming down little.
Yeah.
Every part is down there we coming.
Yes.
It's still Bangla Pass. It's big highest pass is there.
Yeah.
And we need to through the glass. Is people who really wanted, we can do it. No problem. Because we have I see already we have a strong team with us, and then we easy. What is the easy way we can do also there?
Yeah.
If we can go the higher one or lower one, we can make a plan.
Yes.
But we are not driving. If some Some cases we need it, we can make a driving,
Yeah.
otherwise not.
Yeah.
And then when we come in the through the London Valley,
Yes.
we come in Sabivasi, and then Katlang, Shimlang, and then we go in the Manasulu.
Yes.
And Manasulu also have three trekking. One is the Rubinala, one is the Chung Valley, one is the Manasulu.
Yes.
Rubinala we are not going because there is a problem.
Yeah.
We are going in only in the Chung Valley and Manasulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chung Valley and Manasulu.
Yeah.
And the Rubinala is quite a difficult and wild trekking, but not in our map. Somewhere we need to change the way. That's why we
Yeah.
are not going there.
Yes.
And then after the Manasulu Pass, we came in the Darapani, and then Annapurna area, and then we going from Tokyo and then Narku Valley.
Yeah.
Narku is also the Vestigate area trekking. We going in the Narku, and Narku we go and come back in Phu, and then Phu we go and then back Nar, and then we pass the Kangla Pass, it's 5,400 meters, and then we come down Naul and Manang, and after Manang also we rest, and then we go Ice Lake and Hook Lake also there,
Yes.
and then next day we can go in Tilichu Lake.
Yes.
We are not passing Tilichu, but Tilichu Lake we go and then
Yeah.
come back, and then we cross the Thorongla.
Yeah.
And one day Thorongla, someone interested in our group, they can climb Thorongla Peak, which
Yeah.
is 6,200 meters.
Very
People
positive.
interest, they can
Yeah.
climb.
Yeah.
It's in our budget.
Yeah.
What the budget we have, they can in that budget.
Yes.
In my experience, and then I want to give some 6,000 meter ticket.
Yeah.
People if really interested, in try. We have always the climbing equipment and climbing Sherpa.
Yeah.
And then the people want to some 6,000 meter mountain. We are they can climb 3-4.
Yes.
Okay, not many.
Yes.
3-4. Island peak is compulsory. Other people they have interest, they
Yeah.
can climb.
Yeah.
And then when they climb the small peak is like not island peak, other peak, but people they giving the personally tips for the climb,
Yep.
not for other stuff, but the climb.
Yeah.
Climber every time they explain the tips. Without that.
Yes. True.
They giving challenge because they fix rope and
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And then the other things is we need to mention. You know?
Yes.
What is the major thing we need to mention? Otherwise they didn't know. You know, people we need to tell and then put. And finally they know.
Yep.
If we didn't tell, we didn't know anything. You know?
Yes.
The things there. And then when we during our Great Himalayan time, people can climb 6,000, 6,200, 300 mountain. Let's see, you know,
Yeah.
how possible and they can climb.
Yes.
Normally in 6,000 meter, our Great Himalayan trial people they didn't need to the permit because we are buying the whole permit east to west
Yes,
side. It
yes.
means allowed it for the trekking,
Ah.
6,000 meters.
Yes.
That's why we giving what the possibilities we can give in for them. You know?
Yeah.
And then finally we finish. We going in the Muktinath. Muktinath we go in Upper Mustang.
Yes.
Upper Mustang is the very nice place. I sent you one video
Yes.
before the one kind of big festival. Very interesting place. They have one king still they have. He have a king living palace. And what the demon, the sector is there that time. They only the compound. All people staying in one compound.
Yeah.
Now after the demon king, the ruling Kote, after that people come out and going, you know.
Yes.
And the things and the people are working alone. People not they are just go out by the group.
Yeah.
Is the history is there.
Yeah,
And
big
many
history.
caves, many Buddhism
Desert.
area also there.
Yeah.
And then next we back to Kakwen.
Yeah.
And then we starting going to the real trekking place in India.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
it's Upper
Yeah.
Dolpa is one of the best trekking in India.
Mm-hmm.
Only is possible in summertime.
Okay.
Winter time, modern time is not a very fun. You know?
Yeah.
Almost all the area we
High.
follow high.
Yes.
And then we going in Upper Mustang, real camping, trekking.
Yeah.
Other area is possible things we can staying by camping and
Tea
the
houses.
boat.
Yeah.
But every time we have a boat equipment with us.
Yeah.
Because the one guest we giving the two photo.
Yeah.
And that's why is everything with us.
Yeah.
Some emergency cases, some needed cases we need more border, but two boats are always with us,
Yeah.
and some camping we need more stuff.
Yes.
Definitely, that time we need.
Yeah.
When we finish the upper Tolpa trekking, we go in the Foximo Lake is very famous, and then next trekking is Rara. Rara is the highest lake in Nepal. Biggest lake in Nepal. Biggest lake in Nepal, and this is also very wild area. It's not so developing area, in Nepal west part,
Yeah.
And then after that, another trekking is called Hilsa. Hilsa, Simikot, that's the trek. This is the border of the Kailas. People can see their Kailas. Mount Kailas also we see there.
Okay.
Mount Kailas exactly located in the Tibet, but we see very near from there.
Yeah.
Just 100 kilometers far from there. It's not far.
Yeah.
And after that, finally our plan is finished.
Yes.
And then we try to give all the information about now. Little brief is not very well. I try to write everything about the culture, religious people, and then what animals is very famous in
Yeah.
this area. All I try to write, and all things I tell when we ready, and then one day before I break everything.
Yeah.
People are excited to see.
Yes.
And then one paper I have,
Yeah.
and another every paper for the client,
Yeah.
because they want to do
Yes.
every day.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Everything I need to give for everyone.
Yeah.
And then one great Himalayan trail map. Also, I put our day by day plan, and then make a small great Himalayan trail map. Not this big.
Yeah.
This big is not possible for our whole trip.
Yeah.
It's a small one is 3 feet is okay for us.
Yeah.
And if you have any question, you can edit.
Yeah.
Now any question about the Great Himalayan Trail?
Not now.
Not now. It's finished.